Would you rather have 100 people read that and give you $1 billion, or would you rather have 1 billion views and you got paid $100 for it?
Actually, I'll do a real life question. I'll ask both of you. Answer separately. Okay. If I say so and so is a Forbes published author, does that to you sound like they have clout?
Sure.
What about you?
.com?
Yeah.
Online?
Yes. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Forbes is that brand that back in the 2000s they mortgaged their brand for view counts, and they accepted anybody that was like had a little bit of clout, said you'll become a Forbes published author, just
Couldn't
give
get
us
on
free
Business
content.
Insider.
Right. And so, but they've got hundreds of years of equity, brand equity. So so it's someone who isn't on the inside of that publishing.
If you were in Forbes magazine, which I haven't seen, don't purchase, and don't even know it's
that's
still
what I was
printed,
thinking of.
that
Sure
would
it is,
be.
yeah.
I'd be like, okay, that's legitimate.
Right. There's scarcity there.
But online,
Yeah. So that's really, I mean, are you worried about reach or are you worried about credibility? What are you trying to build?
Credibility. I want the credibility.
Then you go for that. And if you publish somewhere else,
the
they
reach will
won't.
go later, right? You could always take that article and point to it on LinkedIn.
I just did that.
Wanted,
I've got stuff being published at hstar.com because I didn't want to just publish it on my own site because that gives a credibility that's slightly different. So which one? There were not the views that I would have seen, but now I can take and push it around as seen in something that's kind of a
right.
Yeah, it's
So
a
that's
strategy.
my
It's a
thought.
media
Like, I don't know
strategy now,
what and at that point, I don't know, like, what's the rights to it, how that works. But anyway, ultimately,
Well, you
it's just,
own
for
it.
me, it's specific to something that I want to be able to, in my own way, poor man's patent, just talk about it and own
100.
it and say this was it. This
We
is
get
what
that
should
published.
be,
And then if you're really lucky, it's reprinted or republished. The rights are actually sold to something larger, and you show up in the journal or you show up in some other place. And
get $20.
yeah, but it's
real.
That's when it gets the extra reach,
Right.
If it has the extra piece, and if it doesn't, then you push it around and publish it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no one-hit wonders anymore, and no one pays attention if you are. So you're better off. It's like if you're going to create a web series, create 100 15-second clips, build your characters, then launch it. Now people are engaged. You have a built-in audience, and that's what it is. How do you find a built-in audience? Who are the ones reading? Who matters? Would you rather have 100 people read that and give you $1 billion, or would you rather have 1 billion views and you got paid $100 for it? It depends on how you're going to use that fame. I mean, I'd rather have.
I want the billion.
I'd rather 4 people read it, call me, and give me a check than, I get to brag to people that I was published in some journal.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. But that may not, it's horses for courses. It depends on your end goal, what you're trying to accomplish. So if you want the money or the,
Yeah, in this case,
viewership.
I want the credibility. But then, again, it's just so interesting because then now you have to look back to which is the better use case for what you're trying to achieve, right?
Right.
So it's neat because it's not something that I put any thought into because my business in the financial planning world is always word of mouth anyway. So now having to figure out a new strategy based on something I've never done before is fun.
but it's an old one.
Yeah, but it's an old one, but it's fun.
Real marketers. I'm a real marketer. Unlike those internet marketers that just sold email list and affiliate links, they were flying around making $20 million on private jets. I had a job with Nestle. I didn't, but that was the whole fight. Like, these guys are making so much money, but they end up all going to jail, hookers, girls gone wild thing, because they're selling affiliate. Like, they were bad people with too much money versus you might have only made $75,000, but you can brag to your grandmother that you worked at Anheuser-Busch. Which one do you go? Are you going to go on the OnlyFans and then make a bunch of money? Or are you going to go the traditional route? And it's the same thing. Do you want cheap, fast fame, or do you want to be lasting? And I don't think people think hard enough about it. The fact that you're even asking.
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.